Probably suspect car park. Look at it.
Having had treatment for breast cancer in 2018 and not managing at all that year, we were very excited to be setting off for Ireland.
Well, I'm
very excited on the ferry. We had a lovely window view, and then they pulled the ramp up. So now I just got a view on the fence.
Yeah.
So yeah, view's gone. So I might have to go and buy a cup of tea.
There's not much of a view there, is there? Right, you're going to go find a coffee then? Do you?
You pointed it at me, that was a real up the nose shot. Well, you turned it off.
What if you then turned it back on again?
I'm going to film the setting sail.
We are.
It's not, is it?
I'd hate to point out though, this isn't a sailboat.
What do you mean?
How can you set a sail on a thing that hasn't got sails?
Headers.
Oh, we're moving.
Oh, we're away. Exciting.
We're moving quite quickly actually. There we go.
The following signal will be sounded on the ship's ultrawearers. Pull the life jacket over your head.
We stayed in Port for the night and then travelled on to Kinsale, which is the start of the Wild Atlantic Way. First stop en route though had to be here. You know, it's a long way. The nice lady at the B&B was jet washing her drive when we arrived, hoping to finish before we were there, but she ushered us in and then finished the drive and covered our bikes in muddy spray. We were recommended the Dalton Bar that night for some live music, and it didn't disappoint. We were there too early, but sure enough, a group of musicians arrived and a merry night was had by all. It was great. Within minutes of leaving Kinsale, we had fabulous scenery and gorgeous sunshine. Then it rained, then turned to sleet, and then snow. Our windscreens and visors froze over. Tyres cut furrows through the accumulated snow and ice as the temperature dropped to 2 degrees. Then a few minutes later, bright sunshine again. This was to set the scene for the weather for the first few days. Arriving at Barley Cove in sunshine, I had just taken a photo when yet again someone flicked the weather switch and the hail started. So what can you do when it hails like this? Well, skip of course. We could have constantly stopped just to look at the views. After more hail and more sunshine, we arrived at the Bayview B&B in Glengarriff, and what a fabulous place.
It's not a catwalk. But the important thing is about the view from the room. And if you look around the back there, you've got the mountains and the mountain pass and what have you. And a big storm has actually just gone through, so the light's actually quite nice. You probably won't see much of it from here because of the distance, but we've got such an awesome view. Tonight we are glamping. Yes, as the lady in the B&B downstairs said, did I hear you right? You're going from that room upstairs to a tent. Good luck. And yes, of course that instantly made Izzy say to me, show me all the pictures, where are we going tonight? Are you sure we're staying there? So yes, we're going glamping, but I'm hoping to show you that there's glamping and there's glamping. If it's anything like the pictures, it should be alright.
We waited for a rainstorm to pass and set out for today's destination of Killarney and glamping at the Grove. We had a few rain showers throughout the day, one being here, just as we'd pulled over to make a brew and have a rest and look at the tremendous view. But today we did notice the wind. It was so windy at times. The Atlantic Way is definitely wild. On arrival at the glamping site, we made a brew and then wandered into Killarney for some food and more local entertainment.
Right, this is the tent. You might be wondering why Izzy's sat there in a rug, because basically it's about 4 degrees out here at the moment.
Heater though, we've got a heater.
Yes, there is a heater.
The heater.
There's a. It's not a. Anyway, it's 4 degrees. The maximum we've had today has been about 8 degrees all day. Sun's going down over there, as you can just about see. It's going to get even colder. But it's about 4 degrees. And there's the cooking facilities. I've just been rustling up a nice barbecue and bits and pieces. quite basic. It's cold, but come here the right time of year, it'll be much better. That's fine. So, just to give you an overview of the glamping pod. So yes, here we are, Killarney Glamping Grove, I think it's called. It's a glorified tent in a corrugated triangle roof. It's quite dry. It actually gets quite warm in there, actually, even though it's 4 degrees out here at the moment. Oh, I'm feeling cold. It's actually a very nice, quiet site. Those are the other pods. I think there's people in them at the moment. Down there beyond the trees, we might light it later. There is a fire pit with wood and what have you that we can use. But yeah, that's kind of the location. Today was the Ring of Kerry. Today was full of expectation, full of yeah, really looking forward to it. Everyone raves about it, but then at the same token you get lots of people who also say, oh no, you don't want to go near the Ring of Kerry, there's plenty of other places. Oh, the number of coaches, the number of people, this and the other. So it was kind of, we weren't sure. We set off for the Gap of Dunlow. I've got that wrong. I'll add some comment somewhere on the screen, somewhere around. We headed for the Gap of Dunlow, which is an absolutely awesome piece of very tiny single track road that winds its way up into the mountains. It really is a very, very beautiful place. The only thing I would say is, if you're going, get there early. I mean very early, particularly during the summer. I can imagine that with the number of cars and things like that, it will be a nightmare of a place to go. Be stuck behind things. We probably saw 3 or 4 cars, but we were nice and early and we're out of season. Anyway, that's enough of that. The rest of the Ring of Kerry. Oh my goodness, talk about some astonishing roads. The quality of roads are very different. Some stretches of roads, oh my God, it was like, well, as Isabel called it, it's like being in a gymkhana. I asked her how many gymkhanas she's been in, she hasn't been in any, so, how she should know. But anyway, the roads are in places a real mess, bouncy, you get thrown out of your seat on the bike, they really are rough. Other bits of road, the tarmac is like a billiard table and nice sweeping bends. You can get up some good speed. The scenery is fantastic, the bends are fantastic. It's a real pleasure to ride this part of the world. We were warned about the coaches. I have to say, for the whole of the Ring of Kerry that we went round, we counted 10 coaches coming the other way. We didn't overtake a single coach. So if you are coming and you are worried about the time, worried about the traffic, then come out of season. Get yourself a heated jacket, plug yourself into the bike, heated grips, and I tell you what, we have been warm and toasty all day. We have had some fantastic riding, astonishing scenery, and actually not many people to deal with. Not many cars, not many vans. Yeah. Anyway, this is a beautiful part of the world. Do come to Ireland, do the Wild Atlantic Way. We have been absolutely blown away with the quality of the roads and the scenery. It really is fantastic. There are other peninsulas which are less busy than the Ring of Kerry, but everyone has to do the Ring of Kerry. With that, and with that view of our accommodation for the night from the outside. That's what I call camping.